The third thing there that my marriage has taught me is you have to constantly be putting on the fire in your marriage every day. You know, when you're coming in, you have so much power, so much energy. Hey, that energy will come down from here to be coming down if you're not careful. So, how do you keep it burning? By intentional acts. I told you we went out. It was part of our trying to revamp the fire in our marriage, because sometimes you have children and you are so much carried away with the wave of, children being around and family and relative and what have you, work, life, career, study, pressure, everything, and you ignore the most important relationship on earth you have, to roughen and to grow sour, because you think the fire should be on anyway. But it doesn't always happen. The fire can go down. You know how what happens to charcoal when it's as if it's getting, it becoming ashes. You put more coals inside. If you just feel this fire should continue burning now, it will stop at some point. It will go cold. But if you keep firing it up, putting more coals, fanning it, people outside will be seeing the flame, but they don't know how much effort you had to put to have what you have. So that's one of the things we do. Do activities. Look for fun things to do. Play games. Watch movie together and sit on each other, roll on each other, go out, take a walk together. Write love notes to each other. It helps. That has helped my marriage. Celebrate each other's win as much as you can. When there is maybe special dates, wedding, anniversary, birthdays, try and celebrate it as much as you can. So don't let yourself be carried away that you don't celebrate your spouse anymore. You don't, all those sweet things I used to do before, you need to continue doing it. That's the only way your marriage can stay afloat. That's the only way your marriage will keep on. Oh my God, Keon. Where is the boy? Anyways, so that has helped our marriage. And then, you see, I don't know how to say this one, but I have to say it anyway. You see all those people that feel, I want to know how sexually compatible we are, how much she can give me sex, how much she can last, how much she can last if for a man, and how much she can withstand, how many styles she can do. And you think you are making sense. My brothers and sisters, it didn't day like that. When you are about to get married and you want to start sleeping with each other, having sex with each other, because you want to be sure that this person can do it well. Well, what can I say? That's your own decision. But I'll tell you something. You can't even know how much excitement you can get from your sexual life as husband and wife until after many years. At the initial year or at the beginning, you just be messing up. You just be doing anyhow, however it comes. That does not give you an excuse not to practice or to learn from good source. I didn't say go and just be learning any. I'm not encouraging pornography. I've never watched one, and I don't plan to. So pornography does not teach you how to have a good sex in marriage, because those people engaging in that, they are not married. They are colleagues that work for the money. How should I say it so that you will understand? They are not married. They are just acting. They are lights, director, gaffer, what have you, photographers. So that thing you think that you are watching that is teaching you is not teaching you. And there's this delusion that sex has to be a certain way. That if you're not lasted for an hour at a stretch, you are not a man enough. My sister, the pressure of life will teach you a lesson that when there is no money, you'll be lasting 30 seconds. Because your brain cannot even dilute the fact that there is no money in your account. And so whatever you are doing, you are just forcing yourself to do it. All right. So sex only gets better in the marriage as you keep going. Our sex life at the beginning was zero. We did not have experience. We came in JJC. I came in as a JJC. He came in as a JJC. And that's fine. You know, this time and this generation we are in now celebrates immorality like it's the in thing. And it's okay. It's never going to stop. But it is for those that know themselves to actually know why they are keeping themselves. It's not so that anything will happen, especially. It's self-preservation. You're trying to protect yourself from the chaos in the world. Because by giving yourself to just anybody you see, sleep around, I see people that they just come to their boyfriend's house, stay for the weekend, stay 2 weeks, and then go. And I ask, if you eventually do not marry this person and you meet somebody else, you break up, a part of you is still with them. That part you will not take it, because sex is beyond just the physical act. It's a spiritual thing, So our sex life in this 4th year is sweeter and better than it was in the past 3 years, because we kept improving on ourselves. We gave ourselves to learning. I did not insist that because I don't know it, I must not know it. No, I am learning. My husband is also learning. We communicate. So sex is beyond just the physical intimacy you have. You also have the mental intimacy. If your spouse is sleeping with you and they are thinking about somebody else, you all know. So this is one of trying to know, is his thing okay? Is he going to be my size? Why will you want to know if it's your size if you kept your body intact? Except you'll be, flowing with just everybody, opening legs here and there, and you're now scared that whoever you're going to marry may not fit in to what you now have. You're bad, you have to deal with that, but that shouldn't be a yardstick. Because when you get married, you quickly realize that's not the only thing people do in marriage. They do all that things. You go and fetch money. You clean the house. You cook. You wash the toilet. You wake up in the morning and your spouse just go and mess up the restroom and come out and you are boiling. You be like, why did I marry this person? That cannot keep ordinary toilets clean. You want to press toothpaste and you're pressing it from the middle. Why should you press it from the middle? All of those things are the reality that you live in the marriage, which will tell you that it's not only that thing that we used to do eventually. Brothers and sisters, you gotta shine your eyes. So my point is, know where to draw the line. As much as you want to be sure that this person is health-wise okay, this person is not sick, you are sure, you've confirmed they don't have any disease, nothing, those things should be checked quite all right. But to now say, can he do it well, can she do it well, you should be learning inside the marriage. That's the essence. Adam and Eve, they did not do outside. It was when they got married, God brought him and brought Eve to Adam. That was after the whole marriage has happened. That, of course, I know God joined them. For God to even bring him, this is not your wife. So who taught them? They learned in the process. They learned as they were married. So I think that's the best way to save yourself from stress, the pain, and the regrets of involving yourself, in extra, whether extramarital or what do I call it now? Premarital sex. So you have to be sure that you are at peace. And once you get involved with the person you want to marry, you can't think straight again. Like you've slept already and you're still talking about how you're going to get married, you're still planning yourself. It's a very risky thing to do, because even if you need to still leave this person, you can't do it, because a part of you is now with them. You're not, how do I move on to another person? Because you've brought yourself to the lower. Do you know that this sex we're talking about is the most vulnerable state to be in terms of, I mean, you need to be naked with this person. You can't just go around showing your nakedness around, to everybody. So if I'm going to reveal that part of me, that if I'm going to bring myself down to that point, it has to be that there is a strong connection, a strong bond between us, that I just don't have any option to do it. We've lost the awkwardness. When people now want to get married, they come from the same house to the church. I don't get it. It's supposed to be a fun. It's supposed to be a night to your wedding. I remember a night to our wedding. I was so anxious. I didn't know what to expect. I was just all over the moon. I was having mixture of joy and pain. And the pain, of course, was that I'm not going to be in my mother's house again. I loved being there, but I wasn't going to be there anymore, because this time to transition. And then the joy part is that, I'm going to finally live in the same house with this guy. We talk every day, and I'm wishing, I wish I was there. I want to be by your side. I want to be in your arms. So for the first time, I'm going to be in his arm. And it's a good thing. I will not be sleeping in the same house and waking up together. So all those long calls has been taken care of. So, but if I had lived with him, maybe I go for weekends, we sleep together. Those excitement, those, tingling, those butterfly in the belly won't be there again. And the guy too will not also be expectant, because they need to be saying, I can't wait to have my wife. I can't wait to have my wife. They need to say that. If a man can't say that about a woman he's going to marry, it's a clear sign that he is likely going to cheat on that woman. So you need that feeling, that awkward feeling of coming into marriage, and after your wedding, you are trying to start. Where do we start from? How do we do this? How do we do? You need that to start up because the foundation of a thing is more important than the thing itself. If the foundation of a house is not standing strong, the house is useless, because one day it is a disaster waiting to happen. A wind might come that will blow it up and everything crumbles. That's why we have the rate of divorce we have today, because people are now doing marriage like, oh my God, is it an adventure? Is it a sport? When I'm tired, I go home. You go your own separate way. When I'm tired, we share the money. It's not a business venture. All manner of things. Because we have lost it. We have forgotten who made this marriage, why he intends for this marriage to even happen. So that is another thing that my marriage in this past year, I don't need to worry so much that I can't, in quotes, perform the way I fantasized before I got married. Because I know if I'm going to live 100 years, I have over 70 years to live with this man from the time we got married. So why will I worry that I'm not getting it now? I have a lot of time to practice. That's the really good thing about marriage. We don't need to be in a hurry. Let's just do this one time. Let's just do it and go. No, if we can't do it today, tomorrow is another day. We are still together. So that keeps the marriage, going. Another thing, you need to take out the idea of I'm coming to just enjoy. Some ladies now, if they don't see someone that has so much money, they will not marry. I'm not saying marrying someone wealthy is bad, but you also need to know beyond what this person have, what are his patterns? What does he do? How does he live? Beyond what he say, he might promise you I'm not going to cheat on you, but if his lifestyle is not consistent with that, he will. So beyond the physical wealth the material things you might be looking out for, is also the mental. Is it someone that is becoming or someone that has become? Because becoming is a continuous thing. It means that every day of my life I am working towards this. Every day of my life I'm working towards that. And not just I've arrived. I have arrived mentality is killing a lot of marriages, is spoiling a lot of people's career, is destroying a lot of lives, because you don't want to move forward. Anything wey concern growth, man, no dey. That's the mindset that some of us have. So you have to have an open mind, be willing to learn. If what you already knew, because you came from two different backgrounds, aside the fact that you are a man and a woman, you already have a different kind of makeup. So I need to be sure that despite our different backgrounds, we can still roll. We have a similar goal. So we can make all the other adjustments that needs to be made around our upbringing, because it wasn't our fault. We didn't make ourselves. We didn't choose to come to our parents or to grow in the environment we grew up from. But we can choose our future, because now it's in our hands. So we plan together, we execute together, and we carry each other along. So there is nothing like, I'm just going to relax and be taken care of, and this other person, you kill yourself and do whatever you need to do to make me happy. Don't come into marriage looking for your spouse to make you happy. It's going to be a frustration for you. You have to decide that I am going to be happy in this marriage. If you are waiting for your spouse, you will receive a shock of your life, because your happiness is your choice. I know you don't want to hear it. It's your choice. I thought it's going to happen. When my pastor was saying, my wife is not the one that will make me happy, I did not believe him. I was thinking, what is this man doing? I know my pastor's wife now. She's a good woman. Why will she? I'm inside now. My eye, it have clear very well. It's now crystal clear. So I now know him. You have to decide that you are going to be happy in this marriage. It's not going to be your spouse's making. It's going to be your own decision. So whatever it is they do does not determine what you do. So this is where we come to the end of today's video. I hope you had fun watching this and you've learned something. So I want to know the hit point of what I said that got to you most. In the comment section, like this video and share it. Let people listen and also learn from my experience. To tell me in the comment section what you would like me to talk about next, and I'll consider question, put it in the comment section, and we will be answering it in our next video. So thank you for watching. I'll see you in our next video. Bye bye. Love and bliss.